First of all, is it an end of an era or just an end of a group of players that just weren't able to continue no matter what happened here?
I think it's actually more an end of an era than it is end of a group of players. Because when you think about it, this group, okay, David Villa won't be a part of it going forward. Xabi Alonso won't be, and Xavi won't be. But most of the others, Iker Casillas remains up in the air, Fernando Torres remains up in the air, but most of the others will still be around. Busquets, Ramos, Piqué, Jordi Alba, Iniesta. These are not old men, so I think they'll be back. But it's definitely the end of an era of this sort of La Roja invincibility, the mystique surrounding them, perhaps to some degree a certain approach to the way they played. I think all of that is over, and of course, it's over for Del Bosque as well.
We were warned a year ago here in Brazil by Brazil. Did they just follow the, recipe?
So at that, in Brazil, I thought Spain actually played reasonably well in the tournament. In the final, they were destroyed by Brazil, but I think you could chalk it up to the emotion of Brazil playing at home, and also to the sort of tactical experiment that Del Bosque did with playing just one holding midfielder and Xavi and Iniesta or whomever together. This time around, he went back to what had formed their basis before, with the two central midfielders, and you really believed as if everything was going to be okay. And for 40 minutes against Holland, it was okay. If David Silva puts that goal away, maybe we're not having this conversation. Maybe today's game goes completely different. But that's football.
Can you see another one coming, another era of someone? When France was the last, I think, hegemon, let's say, and then you had to wait like 6 years until Spain appeared. Will we wait so long now, or is there someone waiting to jump in?
Well, I think it's difficult to say. When you look at in terms of who has the depth of talent and players, you would naturally say Germany. You could say that Spain could come back, and so on. But I think even with Germany, it's unclear to me. This is going to be, Jogi Löw's fourth tournament as a manager, and his fifth. Of course, he was an assistant to Jürgen Klinsmann in 2006. I don't know if he doesn't win it. I don't see the basis of him staying around. So I think it's difficult to say. I think if anything, we're talking one major tournament. Spain could come back because the talent base is there. You look at the players who didn't go: Fernando Llorente, Íñigo Martínez, Jesus Navas, Thiago. Guys like Coquet didn't play much of a role. So I still think that there's a lot in terms of basis of talent. De Gea, you put these things together, and I see no reason why Spain can't bounce back straight away if they overcome this blow and realize that it's going to be a different Spain. It has to be a different Spain.
So, last question. Your feeling, will it be a Latin American tournament, or will Europe hold foot?
It's a good question. I was thinking of the teams we've seen so far, and I was trying to think what European teams beat non-European teams, and I think it's only France. I think Croatia may or may not win against Cameroon, but it hasn't happened yet. So you certainly get a sense of the flavor that we haven't really seen that yet. I like to think that Germany, France, Italy, maybe even England, as crazy as it sounds, could represent the old continent here in South America. But it certainly does. And then don't forget, Argentina and Brazil have not played particularly well. But it does seem right now that, to me at least, Chile have to be one of the stories of the tournament, because it's a classic case of an absolutely brilliant